Morning, folks. It's about 3 o'clock in the morning. And we are loading up and heading north. Currently headed to Durand right now to go meet up with Jared. And I'll give you some more info when we get up there and we get rolling. Come join me on my trip to Sauk Center. Go show you some new cool stuff. Naturally, gotta get some fuel for myself and for the car. Then we'll be on the road. Bright light, but we are here in Durand. 4:12, something like that. We're gonna meet up with Jared and head north. I don't know if he's driving or if I'm driving, but we're gonna figure it out. Parking my little hidey hole here next to the flatbed and hurry up and wait at this point. Here he is. Yahtzee! Alright, it is not 3 o'clock in the morning anymore. It is now 6:30, daylight out. This is Jared. Jared is our product application specialist for Tractor Central. And one of my co-workers, pal of mine, he's driving today. I'm his passenger princess. So yeah. We're rolling up to Sauk Center like we talked about this morning.
Jacked up on Monster energy drinks here.
Yep, Monster, Rockstar, whatever it takes to get it going. Because I like coffee. Jared's not a coffee guy, but sometimes you just need a little more in the morning. But to give you some background, where we're going today is we're going to an event called Rockin The Industry. It's a John Deere event, and it's showcasing all of the equipment Deere came out with in Texas at Commodity Classic. What was that, a month ago? Yeah. About a month ago. So we're going to be going down there talking with Deere reps, and they're going to be giving us some information on the new 7 Series combines. Haggy See and Spray will be down there. They're going to talk about the 9RX tractor line with the big horsepower. And then
Exact Shot
will be there. Furrow Vision will be there. They'll probably have the new air seeder there. For us, we don't really deal with a whole lot of air seeding, especially that size of application, what they came out with. So it's going to be really cool for some of the dealers. Probably doesn't pertain to us for our part of the world. So this is a 3-day event that Deere has posted. So the last 2 days have been for customer and dealership specific, or salesman specific from the dealers. Today is specific to product specialists. So Jared and I are going up. One of our counterparts, Austin, you'll see him a little later. He'll be there as well. He's our large ag specialist for Tractor Central. So today is more of just a detailed product line info, more of like what we're going to see from a dealership level of things we got to focus in on. So we're told. So we're going to find out about that and go from there. We'll see you guys when we get there.
Right. I'll keep mine for the nicer jacket for now. So my other one is pretty beat up.
So we made it to Sauk Center. So you met Jared. That's Austin. He's our large ag specialist. So you're probably going to see some of him today. We're going to roll in and see what they got going for us.
The first breakout session that we attended was the hay and forage side, where we took a deep dive look into the new 1 Series round balers, as well as talked about the importance of documentation in all hay and forage, including baling, harvesting of forage, and mowing as well, and that they brought mowing into the operations center, as well as talked through the loader options and the dynamic weighing options for John Deere payloaders and for the 6 Series loaders. Our second session of the day was looking at the new 1775 option, specifically with exact shot and with in-furrow vision. So the exact shot system, that is the system where we are only applying fertilizer to the seed itself as it passes by the seed sensor. So we're only putting a short dash of fertilizer onto the seed, reducing our input costs by somewhere around 66%, depending on how we have this set up. So the exact shot system, it is a subscription-based system that is coming out. There's some limited production units out this year, but it is going to go full swing next year. It is full swing in the ordering options in May, and it should be a really good cost reduction savings in fertilizer, so that we're only using what we absolutely need for the seed and cutting our times down for filling as well, so we can get more done in a day because we don't have to fill that tank near as often, as you can see in the images that were shown above. With that exact shot system, you get individual nozzle control on each row, as you can see here, as it injects directly behind the brush belt, and it gives us things like turn compensation, and again is only putting the fertilizer directly on the seed. In the next session, we honed in more on John Deere self-propelled sprayers. So we talked about Haggie's and John Deere's. Both now have the options for See and Spray technology on select models. So See and Spray being the technology where we look for the weed through cameras on the booms, see the weed, and then only spray the weed, cutting our herbicide inputs by 50% or more depending on what your situation was. So the new Haggie STS16 was there with this technology, which is currently the only model that Haggie has offered for this. But then we had the John Deere version here as well with that 120-foot hybrid boom that you can see there. This particular John Deere sprayer had two tanks on it, a front tank and a rear tank. They're separate systems that have the capability of running through the exact apply system. So on an exact apply system, you have the option of spraying out of two nozzles at a time, a front nozzle and a back nozzle. And in this particular setup, we're able to apply one product through the front nozzle, a second product through the back nozzle at different rates, so that we're actually applying what we need. We don't have to blend different products together and prevent that mixture from happening. SurePoint also showed up to the party with their quick draw system. The quick draw system being a system that you can purchase and link up to multiple different products that you need to put on a sprayer that completely automates the filling process. So with this setup, we can completely put on our water, our products in specifics as far as how many gallons we need in the mixture, how many pints we need in the mixture. This system does it all automatic based off of recipes that can be inputted ahead of time to keep the recipes accurate and to cut down on mixing time from the operator on the ground. The final session that we walked through was the new S7 series combine. So this is an S7 800. It's the only combine that's out of HarvestWorks so far in this particular lineup. This is the new model that is available for purchase for the upcoming year. So completely revamped. You can see the side panels are all completely different. A bunch of different things are different on this. It's got the 13.6 Generation 2 engine inside of it.
It still spins around in the front. It's wet. So it's an X9 cab, but it's not. You got that guy over yonder,
Your new display.
which is going to display all the new stuff that we got that picture of. We got our extended monitor, which still flips up. G5 Plus. But then everything down here, it's all going to be pretty similar.
It's pretty similar. Yep. Radio's up here.
But other than that, Not a whole lot. I mean, there's a lot difference that.
Now let's talk about some of the new technologies that are coming out in these combines. So in the past, we used to have a system called Harvest Smart, and Harvest Smart looked to see how full the combine was, how hard that combine was working, and it would adjust your ground speed based off of what that combine was seeing for an engine load. It worked okay, but that was more of a reactive system. So Deere completely revamped that, created a proactive system, and they call it predictive ground speed automation. So what this predictive ground speed automation does is it uses stereo cameras that are mounted on either side of the combine cab to look forward, down, and in front of the header to see how much crop is headed towards the combine itself. So as it looks ahead, it can see what's coming into the combine as far as thickness of crop. Therefore, it is able to speed up and slow down based off of what it sees. So it's going to be more of that proactive approach to it. So we can keep that combine as efficient as possible, keep the machine full so that we can get that grain on grain threshing that's going to get everything cleaned up and keep our losses at a minimum. Harvest setting automation is also an improved product that we're going to be seeing this year. So it is replacing auto maintain. So auto maintain in the past is we would set a performance target, the machine would learn what quality of grain that we want to see as an operator, and then it would automatically adjust the machine to maintain this high quality of grain. With the harvest setting automation piece being the new norm, we're going to be able to set that automatically right away from the operator seat, so we don't have to wait that 20 minutes for optimization. We're going to be able to set these points right away, and then the combine will automatically start adjusting to help clean up the sample and to keep a good quality grain flowing through the machine. But it'll be much faster, more efficient, and just a better system in order to help keep that sample as clean as possible. And with that, that's the end of the Rockin The Industry event for 2024. So we got to take a look at a couple more things in a close-up before we hit the road. I got to talk to a couple of the Deere reps. We appreciate those folks at Deere putting on this event, not only for our customers earlier, but for us as product specialists to get a little bit more insight that we can bring back to the dealership level and bring back to our customers. With that, we're going to hit the road and head back to Wisconsin.
Back from Sock Center, we went through a ton of different equipment lineups. They had the combine there, well, you guys let's see it here, but the combine's there, the sprayers were there, planting equipment. The only thing that really was missing from the product release was the 9RX actually being there. But looking at it from an overall perspective, I kind of enjoyed going to the combine session and doing the walk around on that. I feel like the combines are one of the more major product lines that we're probably going to see in our area, at least, actually take off. Like, we'll see See and Spray, but for right now, with them being the bigger boom configurations, there's only so much we can do.
A lot of little
in our
changes, but some of the nicer changes for 25 would be on the combine line, I would say.
Yeah.
Little things like the ladders being a little easier to access.
Yeah, the back ladder, the front ladder, the cab, and then the automation pieces that they're reintroducing because they redeveloped a lot of the things that they had on the S7 series or the S780 style combines. The S7 series, the new styling, is going to take that next step further because that's really going to have a lot of improvements done to that tech. So I'm looking forward to seeing that out in the field.
Yeah, it'll be exciting to see it actually live and in person.
What was your booth that you enjoyed the most while you were there?
Well, what I'm probably most excited for is individual nozzle control pro being introduced to our 4730 and 4830 series sprayers.
Oh yeah, that's right. Is that going to be live?
That's going to be orderable May 1st, so we'll be able to get some advanced technology and nozzle control options down to our 30 series sprayers, which we have quite a few in the area.
Yeah, so they didn't really have any of that material there, but they talked about it, the 4730, the 4830s, that's the era before the R series. They came out with, it's like Exact Apply, but it's not. But essentially, it's individual nozzle control per section. It's still that normal 5-gun turret where you can only select one nozzle at a time, where our Exact Apply systems are 2 nozzles at a time, and then you have that 6-gun turret that you can twist around.
So it's a single pulsing. So
right. So I mean, for 4730 or the 30 series sprayers, that's going to be a pretty big deal too, to bring those into the future technology options. They're not going to be the same as Exact Apply, but they're going to be pretty darn close.
Yeah, you'll get turn compensation, individual nozzle control, and some pressure control. So that's exciting. The other thing is, I think Exact Shot will be a pretty cool technology. We'll be seeing a couple limited production builds here this year, but another big cost saver for customers.
Yeah, which I think we've got some trials that we're doing with Exact Shot this year, so we're both probably going to see that in field at some point this season. So that'll be a good one to check out. And really, a lot of the products, they're all set to release this year. It's like combines will be able to order July, I think. Planter EOP opens up in May, I thought, isn't it?
Sprayers are in May.
Sprayers are May, so planters are June. So there's this is the biggest product launch that Deere's done in many years. So it's there's a lot of things coming down the pipe. There's still a lot of other things that they're working on as well that they couldn't really disclaim or tell us about. Even with all the tech that they released there, they just said, there's some more cool stuff coming. So it's never going to end with the Deere and the technology side. They're really hanging their hat on. They are a technology company now that builds tractors. So we're just fortunate enough to play with that tech every day. So,
yeah, it's pretty fun.
Yeah, we enjoy it. Thanks for watching on this one. Let us know what you liked, what you're looking forward to seeing from Deere. We'll see you on the next one.